Hey, we're live now.
Hello.
We are
Hey.
live.
Hey, y'all.
So this is Ghetto Love Goes, the first real episode.
First
Real,
real.
it's real
Yeah.
now. So yeah, we're just gonna introduce ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I'm Drea. Of course, if y'all don't know. But yeah, that's me.
Johnny, what's up?
What's up?
What up, y'all? I'm Yoshi.
What it do, peeps? I'm Joe.
Hey, I'm TT, Tierra on Facebook. Hello.
Okay. Tierra on Facebook.
Tierra.
So the topic for today is what is love and how do we know it's real? Who want to start? Because I know, Judge, you got a lot of stuff.
I will
to talk
start for
about
you
it.
guys. So, first, let me say thank you to everybody who put their feedback in for the polls we did on Facebook and on Instagram. The feedback was very interesting. I did put averages together, but we'll talk about those later. So what is your definition of love? Like, I want each one of y'all to tell me what's y'all definition of love, and then I will give y'all what people said. If y'all want me to go first, I can.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I
Okay.
wanna hear that.
So my definition of love is even on our worst days, we still love each other, and show affection to one another, even in those moments where we want to be stubborn from doing so.
That's fine.
I feel like I don't know, it's just a feeling for me. We pouring into each other. And then like you learning me, I'm learning you. We accepting each other for our flaws and everything and I don't know, like it come natural because I've only been in love once. So
But was it real?
it was very real. I had butterflies in my stomach. This man was communicating with me, reassuring me. I shut up and listened. I don't know, like he was everything. And I was a virgin too. So I was like, and he was like, real patient with me. He got to know me and everything was just so natural. And I don't know. I have not found that ever since.
Mm.
He went to jail. We lost contact, but he know who he
Now he
is.
went to jail.
If he see this, hit me
It
up.
really be the ones that's in prison. Like,
Okay. Not him going to jail.
yo, she was love.
I was waiting for the.
Uh,
I mean,
Nah, I can't tell that.
listen. I gotta say, I feel like I've never really been in love. I've had love for people. So I'm gonna say love is unrestricting. It's non-inhibiting. It's a free flow of energy between two people. Is you're gonna flourish. Nothing love shouldn't do nothing but make you flourish. Whether it's a glow from the inside, whether you're pushing your partner and your partner pushing you, open communication, y'all doing nothing but flourishing and growing. That's love. It's non-inhibiting, it's non-restricting. You shouldn't have to diminish yourself. They shouldn't have to diminish themselves. Just a free flow of energy.
I like it.
I like that.
Johnny, what's love?
See, I wanted to go last.
Okay, I mean, want me to go? I can go.
Yeah, I want you to go, please. Thank you.
I hate you. Honestly, I I want to say I've been in love, and I keep saying that all the time. Like, oh yeah, I've been in love before, and then it like didn't last. So for some reason, I don't count that. But I think being in love is an action and a feeling all in one. I think is when you can be goofiest, I would say craziest, but not the craziest, but just all around yourself. Whether y'all hate each other, like I want you to be like, here, man, like I don't like you right now, but
I'm
take
still
this,
gonna cook for
go
you.
eat, please,
Right.
Yeah.
like type shit, like
Mhm.
this. I don't have to worry about nothing on my good days, my bad days. When I want to be able to turn around and turn to you. When that's love, that's in my head. That's the definition. Like if I can't turn to you at any moment of any day, anytime, that is not real love. And now having love and then being in love is a whole different. It's a whole
Ballgame.
different
It's a whole
ballgame
different
because
ballpark.
you can love somebody, but by all means, you ain't in love if you know what I'm saying. If y'all that back and forth shit, no, that ain't love. That's y'all doing too much.
Shoot.
Yeah, I think
It's
so, bro.
tolerable.
It's right.
I
Y'all
don't
just
know.
going by.
It's
Y'all
not
just going
it.
with emotions. It's not really. Y'all say y'all love each other, but do y'all really?
Like
Nope.
at the end of the day, you
Right? Do
choose
y'all
them.
really love each other? Because So I just think it's a action and a feeling all together, though. Like when you can actually wholeheartedly, like if I die right now, I'll be, you know what I'm saying, that person will be devastated. That's how I feel about it.
Okay.
Fair.
All right. Well, first of all, ladies, that was beautiful
No, whatever.
across the board.
Yeah.
That was a lot of feels. But for me,
It's gonna be real analytic.
no, I'm just saying. See, there you go. No, for me though, love is actionable, right? Like it's not necessarily just a feeling; it's also a set of actions, right? Like my granddaddy used to tell me, like you could tell her you love her because everybody gonna tell us they love her.
Mm-hmm.
You have to set yourself apart by showing her you love her, right? So the difference is, like men use love as a weapon a lot of times, right? They tell the girl they love her because women are very verbal with responding to things, right? So that's how I used to use it when I was younger, before I was like mature and stuff in the world. I used to say it because I know it would work, right? I would get what I wanted. She be mad, she ain't mad no more, all that. But now that I'm a little older, love is more an action. It's what I do every day, the small things and the big things. So for me, that's what love is. If you can't see it, if it's not tangible, it's not real.
Can I pick you back off that real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
You just reminded me of what I used to. When people ask me what you think the definition of love is, I'll be like, love is a feeling, but it's demonstrated through actions.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like
That's
that.
exactly what that is. Love is a feeling. We all know that, but you demonstrate it through your actions. Hence, by loyalty, by showing them that you love them, because it's expression, but to truly understand what that means and feel it, you got to show somebody. You can't just say, this is how I feel without action behind that word.
Right? Because how many of y'all have been like, but I love you, and you like, but I don't feel that way. Because you know what I mean? Like how many times y'all heard y'all friends say that, or you done say that, or felt that way? You know what I mean? But I love you, baby. I
That's
love
why
you.
you got to clarify, like, I got love for you,
Yeah.
Right.
but I'm not in love with you.
There we go.
That's why I always say you got to clarify those, because those are two different things.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say, oh, I can't, me personally, I'm not going to say nothing I don't mean. So when someone says, do you love me? I got love for you.
But they gonna hate that answer.
But it's honest.
Yeah.
It's honest though.
Oh, it's always gonna be.
I got love for you, but I'm not in love with you. Those are two different things for me. Because for me to say I'm in love with you, I love you. Oh, I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna prove it, and best believe that's wholeheartedly how I feel. I had to learn to differentiate those two real big.
Yeah, because I've told, like I said, I've told a lot of women I've been involved with that I love them. I've only ever showed it to maybe two.
So that means you had love for them.
Yeah,
you wasn't in
but I
love
love
with
everybody.
So have you ever been in love then?
Oh, see, that's a deep
Like
question,
in
right?
love.
I don't know, because like you said, have I ever felt
Right.
like I could live without someone? Absolutely not. I
Really?
never felt that way. Because this show gonna keep going on, right? Like what Johnny got going, Johnny gonna keep doing. It's the truth, though, right?
I'm gonna get on my nerves. He's gonna get on my nerves.
I'm just saying, right?
Wow.
But as far as like, do I care about her well-being and her happiness, and
You care for her. You don't even
That's
love-
for.
you
That's
that's-
love for. I
but-
have love for you.
I
Yeah, you
do.
care for
I
her.
have
You don't even
love,
love.
but I ain't never seen myself not being able to go on without someone. Which is why when we broke up, I was like, okay, that sucked.
As you said.
I went through my little.
All right.
I mean, essentially, yeah, that's what
Dust your
happened. Right?
shoulders off.
Pick your head up, nigga. Go back to work. Go get some more money. Go do what you do.
And see,
Right?
that's
And
what
that's what
I
you
would
gotta keep
define as having love for someone.
Why you gonna tell me how I felt?
I'm not trying to say I said that's how I would see it at.
Okay, yeah, I know. I just wanted to be dramatic.
He really do.
Extra.
We know him.
I'm just saying. I don't know how. So y'all really be feeling like, oh, if he left me or didn't do X, Y, Z for me, I can't go on. I feel like that's crazy.
It's a time period.
Oh,
I was married, like,
yeah.
but I don't think we were in love. I think it was the idea of us being married, having kids.
The whole
The
thing.
fairy
It was
tale
just,
thing or
and we
whatever?
had, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, I didn't realize that till after I got divorced. Like, okay, we were not in love. We were just going with the practical family that everybody had. So, and then it did, because we had kids. We had 5 years together. So when we broke apart, it took me 3 months to get myself together. So I couldn't live without him for those 3 months. But then I don't know, I healed some way. So
And sometimes it takes people longer than 3
it
months.
do. That's
And they don't even be
horrible.
married.
I
And
hate
they
being
don't
vulnerable.
even be married.
I
That's
really
true,
do.
man.
That's why when I fall
I,
in love again.
I see people,
You
break
gonna know,
up, and the
baby.
next
You
day they
gonna
right
know.
back
It's
at it, and that's cool too. And then I see people who never find any kind of happiness for 15 years at the end.
Yeah, they be stuck.
what you were here today.
You stuck
be
in it. So
stuck.
everybody different, different strokes, different folks, all that, or whatever. But I really can't see myself not being able to maintain or do what needs to be done just because.
I'm not saying don't take care of yourself.
No, I'm not
but
saying that, but like I don't feel like. I mean, yeah, you got to get up, go to work, all that. But I'm saying like, because usually I feel like how I feel is irrelevant to the situation at hand, right? Just because I don't feel like doing something don't mean it ain't got to get done. Just because I don't feel like talking to somebody don't mean they don't need to be talked to. Like I'm still a cordial person, right? Like there's been times when my guys be like, "Bro, we going out, we gonna introduce you to this girl, that girl, we gonna go do this, whatever." And I'm like, "Okay, let's go do that." Even though my heart may not be in it, I still go do it because it was the thing to do, right? Now these are things that I did when I was younger, y'all. So like now I'm grown up, like I don't feel like it. Get out my face. I'm staying home. I'm staying home. I'm sad today. I'm gonna wrap myself up in a blanket on the couch.
Okay.
You know?
I was about to say, I hope we change that.
So, but it's also not socially acceptable sometimes for a man to be broken, particularly a black man, in my
I hate
opinion,
that.
from what I've seen.
I hate that.
It is, but it's true, right? Like at some point, everybody around you gonna be like, "Man, if you don't get over that shit." Like,
that's sad that y'all can't express yourself.
Well,
like
I
that.
feel like if you got people around you that's telling you if you don't get over that shit, you don't need them people around you. Because to me, I feel like people who are genuinely there for you, genuinely like your friends, people who genuinely love you will never tell you, hurry up and get over it. That's like telling somebody to hurry up and get over grief. You can't tell somebody when they should get over love, when they should pick themselves back up. Because like Tiara said, it took her 3 months, and it could take somebody else a year, 2 years. Because again, it is the time, especially when you've been in love for real and you really know what it feels like. It is severely hard trying to get yourself back together. It is hard trying to get understanding. And personally, I've run into a lot of women just in my profession. I've run into a lot of women that have physically said, "Oh, I've gotten a divorce. I don't know how to pay bills. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do that." Like, and then it's the time. Like, it really takes time. Personally, I wouldn't want nobody around me that tells me, hurry up and get over it. No, because you do not dictate my healing process.
but usually it's not the people around you. Literally, I mean, the world will tell you that. So
Fuck the world.
your job,
like,
yeah,
okay, well, you coming to work or what?
yeah,
Like,
your
I get it.
other obligations you have. You know what I'm saying? If you're on some type of committees and parties and stuff like that, people, if anybody dependent on you, is feeling like you coming up short because you're needed, but you're dealing with a broken heart. They don't want to hear that.
That's just like telling somebody how to feel. Like
It is, and it's wrong,
that-
but it happens every day.
that part. Like that's like that saying. I might be screwing this up, but don't tell me how to feel. Like don't tell me how I should react to my own feelings or react to what someone said to me, because that's my feelings. Like it was, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I'm saying, I feel like I can't get it out. But I know y'all seen the post on Facebook, like, don't tell me how to feel or feel. And I had a whole debate with somebody on my Facebook status about that. But you can't tell nobody how to feel their feelings. You can't.
Y'all having me get teary-eyed because my experience was nothing like that. I had my mom after I had my divorce. I had co-workers, my boss, like everybody
Awesome.
was helping me.
That's like
So-
a
That's
unique
what's up.
situation.
Yeah, I was
what's
just
up.
because I was hurting and I couldn't pay the bills because I had quit my job to go to nursing school. Like I was broke, y'all, and it was like really, really. I'm not even telling my business, but it was just to a point where I needed that help. I was eating M&Ms with the peanuts for 3 months. That's how depressed I was because I'm just like,
Well, those
damn,
are good.
They were good. It's my favorite candy.
But that was your comfort.
But
candy.
that's
not the point.
I definitely
We
had
know they
help,
good.
and I'm very outspoken. Y'all know that and everything. But it took me a while to get back to me. But I'm glad I had the support. for my job and my friends and family. So
That's good because
because
I can honestly say I went through my first heartbreak at a very young age, and that was when I was really learning to distinguish someone having love for you, someone really being in love with you, and just schoolboy crush, I should say. Like I had to teach myself that with some help with some friends along the way to help me realize that. But like in high school, it was very traumatic for me because like my first love, may he rest in peace, he's dead, but technically we didn't have no closure because he died before we could get that closure. But because of the trauma associated with that, I had to learn that on my own. I had to heal off that on my own. And luckily I had that support of friends who was there to witness that and was like, you're not crazy. No, you're not wrong for saying that. It's okay to feel that. So you're right, it depends on your support system. But all in all, it took me years. It took me almost 10 years to get over that. And I'm glad I did. But you're right, some people don't have that support, especially Black men, and I hate that. I hate that stigma that Black men cannot feel their feelings. They can't be depressed. They can't be hurt. Like I really hate that stigma. I really do.
I carry it, and it's a weird interaction too because I've been blessed too. I have but we all got older too. We all have been through more shit. We all have grown and evolved as men. So now I have an incredible support structure of Black male friends, and I'm a great support structure for them. Right? They go through. I mean, we got friends who's going through divorces, friends who's going through losing family members during COVID, friends who lost jobs, the industry that they worked in don't even exist no more, and they don't know how to go on. And that's like outside of love, but it also affects their love, right? Because they like one of the most devastating things a man can come home and say is, "I lost my job," or "I ain't got no money." That's like one of the most devastating things you can come home and say, and because as soon as you can't provide, you tend to the love interest tends to start to dwindle a little bit real fast. Like they always say, the number one reason for divorce is financial struggle. You love this man, you love that woman, but when it ain't, we all don't know where the next light bill payment coming from, or if the rent gonna be covered this month. That shit start adding a lot of pressure and all that love. That love starts to
that love ain't
be a little less important. You know what I'm saying? So. I mean, but now we support one another. We talk, you know what I'm saying? We ain't therapists or nothing, but we go through stuff together. We talk about stuff together. Then we grow spiritually, mentally, all that. And then, so I do feel blessed now. I'm not a little bit older age, but for the young brothers, I know sometimes they friends ain't trying to hear that shit. They like, you want to get drunk tonight and fuck a bitch, or you gonna sit in the house and be sad? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, yeah. Not literally all the time, but sometimes it be like that. They be like, man, get your ass up, man.
I can't wait for the episode for all the men talking about love because I'm ready to hear this.
Okay.
Listen, what y'all be doing when y'all?
But that's not just a man thing, though. Some women feel like, okay, to get over somebody, you got to get underneath somebody new.
Saying, I ain't gonna lie, I've tried that thing before. It works to a certain extent. It don't work. It's just a little band-aid. It don't really work.
Exactly. I mean, we all know that. I mean, even for a guy's perspective, that's not a real.
Y'all just getting lucky on this at this point. Like.
Well,
it's all band-aid.
Sometimes
you got to do the self-work.
What you say, Gaga?
We got so we could go over like what the people had to say. Yeah. One, some of these answers were funny as hell. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Some of these answers is funny as hell. Now, the first one I want to go over is let me go up and find it because I have to figure out what is wrong with some of these people.
They've been hurt.
So, the question that I want to go over is, how do you know when love is real? So, I did answer. I said when it feels genuine and authentic and it's not forced. So each one of y'all can give y'all answers, and then we're gonna go over.
I want to hear theirs first.
You want to hear? Yeah, okay, so listen. So someone said, "I honestly don't." With that, I realized like a lot of people didn't answer that question because they really did not know what love was. Someone else said it isn't restricting, limiting, or inhibiting.
That was yours.
And then someone said, I have no idea. I thought I had love and found out it wasn't real. Someone else said, for me, when it's reciprocated and I truly feel like I can't live without this person, I know I'm in love. When they speak life into you and them, when they speak life into you, the eyes turn into we and us when speaking about the future. Love is real when you've Love is real when we've been through hell and back, the struggles and the feeling still remains. This is the funny one because two people said this. It said, when they eat ass. I'm sorry.
But you know what? It's kind of
No.
some truth to it.
No.
You know that man love you when he eat your ass.
Y'all.
No,
Some dudes
because
is freaky.
listen, that part. No, that
For
part.
the ones
That,
that who like, I ain't never gonna eat no ass. I ain't eating no ass.
You
and you
look.
go munching, nigga. Like,
Cause
you love
Oh,
it.
so you
listen,
love me,
that ain't
huh?
no don't make that a standard. That listen, don't make that a standard, okay? Because I done had somebody eat something out my whole butt. And y'all know the story, so that
Oh,
don't
God.
mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. Eating ass don't mean shit.
Your butt.
Okay, listen,
I
that
think
ain't no standard.
Okay,
Okay,
moving
that ain't no
on.
standard.
Right.
That is
It's
some truth
I
to
kind
that.
of want
That's
to
all
hear
I
the
said.
story, but
No,
I'm
we
not
gon'
fine.
we
That's
gon'
for
say
another
that for another
episode.
episode.
We got a booty episode.
Oh, booty.
Oh, we do.
Look on
We
the
do.
calendar. It's on there.
I think
Okay.
I'm on that one.
Sign up.
I'm on that one. I'm on that one because I got
What
some
about
issues
booty?
with that one.
It's a booty episode.
I'm just
Eating
considering
booty.
myself. Oh no,
No,
not
no,
an
no.
expert on that.
No. It's
But
a
on
booty
booty in
episode. It's
general?
gonna cover
Like
men's
shape
booty.
side.
No,
Women's
I
booty,
mean,
in
if
the
it come up,
groceries, all
if
that.
the topic come up,
gonna
it's
do
more
that
like, you know what I'm
episode.
saying,
No,
eating the
I'ma
groceries
just be
all the
sitting
way
there
around.
like-
that's disgusting.
That part.
I
Not
mean,
for
the
me.
Gucci.
Listen, I got some
Flip it there a
stories for
little
y'all.
bit.
I just don't think
Not
that's
for
a
me.
standard. Don't make that a standard, y'all. Don't
It's a
don't
standard.
go out there making that a standard. Like, oh, he ate my ass. So no, low key, it's a lot of dudes out here eating a lot of women's asses.
No,
That's
it's
not a
not.
standard.
It's
It's
not
not.
so for the
listen,
ones who, like Johnny, I ain't never gonna eat no ass. I bet
it's just
you.
not. For
And
me.
then he finds
get
somebody
married.
that sweep
It's
him
just-
off his feet. And he like, yeah, girl, let me go and do
Let me
this
go
for you,
ahead,
baby.
dip under.
Let,
Go
let me,
ahead, let me
let
munch
me
on
go
them
and dip up
groceries.
under there.
What you say?
Let's go ahead and munch on them groceries.
La, 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 la.
I don't think y'all know me.
I'm not gonna play with y'all. We need to move
Okay.
on.
Okay,
I'm
next,
sorry, go ahead.
next.
So someone said, "Hell if I know."
Period.
That was
Because that's
probably me.
what.
That's because listen,
feel
I'm
you.
with them on that
No,
one.
that was not you. I can't
It wasn't me,
expose.
but I'm just
No, that
saying,
wasn't
like,
you.
It sounds like someone else.
Someone else said, when I feel calm and secure and not like you're doing more and getting less.
Mm.
Ooh.
But
I like that.
see, how does that? I don't know. You can take that a lot of different ways. So it's like, shouldn't when you love someone, shouldn't you give all of yourself? What if that's all they got to give, and you feel like it's not enough?
Well, if that's all they got to give, then baby, you got to go do some internal work on self.
I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Another person said, they're still figuring it out. When they want you happy with or without them.
Mm.
You give me toxic vibes.
Yeah,
that is.
that-
You give me toxic vibes.
It because with or without me kind of makes me feel like you want me happy, but to a certain extent.
And you're not willing to make me happy.
That part.
But what if they can't?
Okay.
You ever heard the saying, if you love something, you should set it free? I have
I
definitely.
hear what you're saying, but also if you love something, it'll come back to you. I've heard that one too.
Yeah, that's
And
just.
that
I mean,
ain't
it's a lot
true.
of shit about love that you hear, but like for me, I knew I couldn't give this woman what she wanted. Like I knew it, and I thought about it long and hard, y'all. Like I was really contemplating on giving it to her, and I just didn't have it in me to provide what I
guess
knew
it's a
she needed
maturity thing.
to be in love.
Was
right?
it enough for her?
No, it couldn't.
I mean, it probably would. I could have talked her into it, maybe. Who knows? But I'm
Mm.
just saying, like I knew that. That's not
Because sometimes
like,
it be our own insecurities that hold us back.
That's
like,
true, but
you say I feel like I wasn't enough, but who's to say
I'm
you?
going to tell you exactly what happened. So she wanted a baby. I refuse to have a child unless I'm married to a woman. I refuse. I'm not gonna have. I'm not ever gonna have a baby mama, y'all. Like
that's fair. Well, mistakes happen. You gonna give her the pill?
No, I'm careful, right? And I will tell
Ain't
you.
that much
game
careful?
strong.
Listen, I'm 35.
Well, the
and I
plan
ain't never
B does
had-
not
ain't got no
work.
kids.
Also be equated
Another story for
equal
me.
to luck.
That's true. I'm not gonna say that I'm not.
three
I
income
think
is
it's
a real
lucky and
thing.
skill. It's lucky and skill.
Okay, because
Very
freedom
much
is a real
so,
thing.
but-
Okay,
But I know, like I'm not. I refuse to have a broken home. I will not allow my children to be raised by another man. Period. Can't do it.
I hear you.
Won't do it.
I hear you.
I'm not gonna ever jeopardize my. If I do meet the right woman and do build a family with her, I'm not gonna do shit that jeopardizes her. You know, she leave, but I'm not gonna do anything that'll help her walk out the door. If that makes sense. But I couldn't let. I couldn't give her a child. She wanted a child. I said, we're not there yet.
That's
and I
fair.
knew that's what she wanted. She wanted a family. I had to let her go.
So what if y'all could have just worked towards that though?
But for her, it was
Immediately.
a hard line. And
but did you say I'm never having kids, or maybe
I
one
told
day?
her, I said, I can't have kids until we love each other and we get married.
And she
Those are
couldn't
my
accept
exact.
that answer.
And she said, well, do you love me now? And I said,
Does she have
she
kids
wanted
right
that
now?
now
Okay.
immediately.
Huh?
Does she have kids right now?
Yeah, 2 of them. She's married. But I'm just saying, I couldn't get that to her, so I had to let her go. So she could meet this man that she is married to now and build her family, because I knew I couldn't give it to her. But I did that because I loved her. I don't know if I was in love, but I loved her. And I was like, I can't give you what you.
I feel like you haven't found your one yet.
Yeah, that's what it was. She wanted the one.
But
That's cool, but
you were being an adult, because some dudes will just still hold on to that female. Like, oh, I love her, and she do deserve better, but I still want her to be with me. Because she, what's that? Like, you just don't want to let a person go because they good.
yeah.
It's the beneficial feeling of it.
Yeah.
It's called self.
Well, you didn't do that, so kudos to you.
Right. I applaud you for that. At least you knew. Like, well, this is how I want it to be, but I know I'm not there with you. Like, she can't do nothing but respect that. I mean, any real woman.
Real upset.
Cause y'all weren't on the same page. That's all.
How long was y'all together?
How
long was y'all together?
Total was like.
What you mean total?
Well, it was on and off.
Yeah.
And some separations. I moved away, came back, all this shit. But it was probably 5.5 years.
Oh, let me find out she was the one that got away.
I don't feel that way.
Well, wait. Let me interject, because
why are you looking?
I don't feel like personally. I get where Johnny coming from, simply because I've let people go because the timing wasn't right, or I saw it not going anywhere. And if the biggest thing that I learned is we both have to be ready. If we're not both ready, it's not going to get anywhere. That's like, he's not ready to have a child. It's a standard. One thing that my husband always say is standardize your standards. If this is what you mean it and stand on it. So if Johnny's saying like, I am not going to have a baby until I get married, and it has to be my wife. It has to be a strong Black family in a household. He's standing on that. That is his standard. He's standardizing his standard. Where she was, I want this now. This is what I want, and I'm going to get it somehow. I don't feel like, what she said is a bad thing. Right. I get where she's coming from, but you cannot put a rush on anything, because if y'all are not on the same page, it's gonna crash.
Exactly.
It's gonna crash.
I got a question about that. So what if, and you say you so careful, right? and it's for anybody who say like, and her too. So say she like, I'm gonna have my kid. Da, 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 da. She got this plan. She got her path. He got his plan. He got his path. But and you so careful. But what if things happen?
Let me ask you a question.
Happen,
I want you to.
But
I want you to. I know what you're gonna say. I want you to take her. You go because
don't answer her question with a question.
I'm gonna answer the question with a question. From what you know about me, do I look like the type of man who could be fooled, or
it ain't about being fooled? I'm talking about.
You could have set a trap for me and I would have walked into it. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm not talking about that. That wasn't what I was gonna say.
Right, go ahead. Finish.
But no, what I was gonna say was, before I was really interrupted, what if? And I was talking about a true accident. What if y'all, like I said, pre-cum is a real fucking thing.
It is.
And since y'all was on and off, I assume that y'all was in a position where y'all trusted each other. Y'all was going raw. You know what I'm saying? So shit happened, and you could have got her pregnant. Yes, she would have got what she wanted. You would have looked like it would have looked like she trapped you because of what she really wanted. But what if it was a true? I mean, I guess nobody would really know if it's true based on. But I mean, it's an accident.
That's true.
What if she would have got pregnant? Then now you don't have that path that you have. Now there's a wrench in the path.
Yeah, that's true.
So now what? So
my life got to alter. I still got to be dad of the year every year, but I gotta. I mean, for me, I'd have felt like that was
a trap.
Yeah, you're right. Because I couldn't have done nothing about it, and it wouldn't have went the way I wanted it to. But also, I know that I should have done more. I should have been more.
I was going to ask, would you be?
It'd have been on me, not on her.
Abortions and all that is a touchy subject.
Yeah.
So I was going to say, if you would you have done something like? Okay,
she was not going to go for that.
I mean, would you have presented that question to her?
No.
And okay, because I'm like,
because this is the thing. For me, I don't know. I don't know if I'm pro-life, pro-choice, whatever. I don't get involved in politics in general.
Yeah.
But to each their own, right? So for me, though, I don't think I could ever be like, hey, you gotta get an abortion, because I feel like that's a traumatic thing to like push onto somebody, right?
But like, if you was so adamant about your past,
we would have had a conversation. I would have said, listen, this is not
a part
how I
of
wanted my family to be, and it's not because I just said it because you're pregnant. I've been talking about this since you brought up kids 7 months after we met each other.
So then why didn't you stop 7 months after y'all met each other?
Because I thought it was like I thought it was just a phase. I guess you want to say I thought she was just saying it and then it came up again, and then that caused the first split. Because I was like, no, then she came back. We came back to each other, but
they don't put it all on her.
But she made the first. Hey, big head text. Right? So to speak, right? So I'm saying,
hey, big head.
I said, hey, back with like 30 Ys, y'all. Because I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I miss hey.
So, yeah, exactly, right? So we came back together. We had a conversation. She was like, I was tripping. It was something. Then we started talking for like a year. But we not, I ain't gonna say we was committed to one another, but we was dating for a year. And then it came back up. And I was like, that this is how I feel about this. And she's like, whatever, you just want to be out here doing what she got defensive about the shit. And I was like, okay.
Typical women.
And I was like, no. And then that caused the second party. It's a long story.
Yeah, I feel like if you had presented something like that.
Yeah, it was a conversation that came up regularly.
Because perfection is not a thing.
You know what? But I agree with the whole because that was my whole opinion about having kids. When I was younger, like, oh, I'm not having a kid unless I'm married. Or me and the dad agreed to this. Like, I've always believed that bringing my kid up in a 2-parent household. That was always my thing. As I got older, experiencing life more and seeing things more, what I'm saying? That was still my firm belief, my firm standard. But, like Drew was pointing out, things happen.
That's true. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I've been very lucky. And
very lucky because
blessed and all the other words.
Because I'm gonna say that because I feel like I'm put myself out there just a little bit, but I feel like that was the case with me. Like, I've been so lucky so far up until this point, and then here I am presented in a situation where I always said, this man, if I ever get pregnant, this man said he didn't want this baby. I might just, because my biggest fear was raising a kid by themselves. Like, I was just so strong in that, but I got myself in a situation where I possibly am doing that. And it was like, no, I've always wanted a kid. I'm getting older. Mm-hmm. You can do this. It's not what you wanted, but it's not the end of the world. Like, I just feel like we can stick to our standards and we can stick to our standard. But I feel like when we get put into those situations or things happen, it kind of like we got to reevaluate things. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my standard, my view is like I've always wanted to bring a kid in 2-parent household. I prefer to be married, but at least me and the father was together, strong. You know what I'm saying? But
I can't.
Here I am. We're not. So, but I refuse.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot like that, Johnny. I had questions.
I'm all for it, but like I can't have another man raise my kids, man. Like
I don't even think that.
It
right.
is for me.
I don't think
for me,
it's
it
that.
is. It's a big part of it because like my grandfather and my father and my stepfather were very influential in my life, right? Like the way they carried themselves and the conversations with even my big brothers. But like I need my kid to have that. I don't know what's going on when I ain't around. I don't know who they talking to. I don't know what type of dude she bringing around. Especially if you got a daughter. Like I can't. Woo, Lord, it's a whole.
It's a whole thing out here. Yeah.
So like,
you just don't know because you ain't got no kids, but it's a whole thing.
That's what I'm saying. So like I couldn't imagine another man like disciplining my daughter or my son, but especially my daughter. Like, and then this nigga might be one of the weirdos who want to touch her son that I got to murder a motherfucker, go to prison for life.
Okay.
With a smile on my face.
With a smile.
That's definitely a
That
thing.
escalated quickly.
It is really quick.
Real quick.
But I agree with you.
It's gonna be a thing, y'all. Like, y'all
I
be on
done
the
been
news.
somebody
I
else
respect
before.
that. I respect that, but to the way you say it, I feel like it adds on to that stigma, or it creates a stigma that you're not, that because y'all separated or y'all
Thank you.
living in separate households, it kind of creates an escape route
It
or
does,
a
though.
reason for you not to be there.
No,
When
I'm
you
gonna
say-
be there hardcore.
No, not saying you personally. I'm just saying throwing that statement out there, like, oh, because I don't want another man raising my kid.
Yeah.
That's why, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it creates and creates that stigma that if it's impossible for y'all to be an active father while being separated. Like, you know what I'm saying?
See, I know. I hear what you're saying, and I'm coming from a place that I don't have children, so I don't know. I really don't know what that duality is like with parents. I don't know what that.
I think once
relationship
you do
is like
have
with
children,
co-parenting thing. I don't know what that's
I think
like.
once you do have children, not saying that your beliefs and your standards and expectations don't change, but they will be altered.
I agree with that. Like, I'm
because
not a reasonable person. Like,
well, absolutely. I just think that once, and it's to tie it back to the whole love thing. Y'all can be the best, have the best relationship, and just for some reason it just don't work out. Y'all got a kid out of it. Okay, cool. But now, and she ain't like, you know what I'm saying? Not every woman, not every man got
what's
these.
the reason it didn't work out? See, if it was so
it's
great,
a number of reasons that it didn't work out.
I guess you're right. People break up for all kind of shit.
I mean, y'all can just simply fall out of love with each other.
That
can just fall out of love is like it ain't no hate, it ain't no animosity, it ain't nothing. It's simply the love has gone. Y'all ran y'all course. Yeah. This is the end of y'all journey.
That sounds so sad.
It sounds so sad, but it happened.
It is what it is, though.
I've seen that,
and
it is what it is, though.
Truth be told.
And
you're right. Having a kid, becoming a
no
parent and having a kid definitely changes your,
I'm afraid.
not changes, but it opens your mind to different viewpoints, and you just look at things different. I can honestly say that's been my experience.
Titi, you said it is what it is.
The next person I marry is not going anywhere.
Oh, that part.
I don't care.
If you mad,
we better find something to do. I don't know.
Because baby,
we gonna make some
in a casket.
Okay, we gonna compromise.
Don't kill him.
Period.
You're leaving in a casket. I'm sorry.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Because I would never.
Because listen, no, like
that part.
No,
especially since I know these things about myself.
I would never.
You at that
what
point.
I'm like, and then I'm figuring out a lot of stuff. I even learned how to have sex better. So I'm just like
that part.
I love to hear it. Love to hear it. Yes, love to hear it. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like the next relationship will work. If not, I don't know. I just know the next person I'm married, we're not. No
I ain't
divorce,
never been married,
nothing.
but listen, I'm on that point.
Like, I'm trying to do the whole
work towards that
45 years then die thing or whatever. Because 50, whatever, a long ass time with one woman, we build a whole thing, and then I just be like, all right, peace out, right? Like, I feel like if people think, like, I've talked to people about this, they be like, that's weird, bro. Like, what if y'all?
It's not the norm anymore.
Exactly, right?
That's
so, like,
the problem.
And I feel like
they're okay with being baby mamas and baby daddies.
Like, it's this dude I know. He's been married 4 times. This motherfucker is 43, y'all. Damn. He's been married 4 times.
He just a sport. This is a sport for him.
I said, bro. I said, what? So what? You just like? I said, women weren't out of like they warranty or what? Like, what's going? Like, you get married, and I know, and he in love, right? Like, he's like, oh, she the best.
She the one.
I mean, you know, and then a year and a half, 2 years later, it's like, man, she that miserable bitch. Like,
he not in it for the long haul. That's what it really is.
He
just don't love her no more.
He needs to
deal with
some self-healing.
So if you're watching this, friend.
No, you know.
Well, since we're talking about it, not to interject, I have a question for y'all.
What?
Because this is one of the questions that I asked for the poll. Now, I'm gonna give you the percentages first, and then I'm gonna ask y'all the question.
Okay.
So
I don't like that.
Facebook said 90% of them believed in loyalty. They would rather have loyalty. And Instagram, 10% said they would rather have love. So, would y'all rather have love or loyalty?
That's a tough one.
Love, period.
Really?
For me.
Well, let's define loyalty.
I feel like the whole loyalty thing is just
Define
weird
it though.
to me. Is the way people assign or define what loyalty is to themselves is be here for me when I want you to be here for me and not doing nothing behind my back and not making me look stupid. And I feel like that's not necessarily what loyalty is, but everybody got their own definition. To a certain degree, right?
Mr. Johnny, let me put this on you real quick.
Right.
I'm finna school you real quick. So when that loyalty gone, is you still gonna love them? When they do something to diminish your loyalty, are you still gonna love them?
But I think they're intertwined. I think they're two.
That's why I said it's a tough
I
one.
don't think they're separate things, right? Like
So
because like loyalty is what your dog is to you. Right?
no, you can't compare. So you can't compare loyalty to a dog.
I'm
I mean,
saying,
I hear what you're saying,
But
but I hear what you're saying.
yeah, like it's the whole he's out of line, but he's right thing, right? But like love,
Yeah, that part.
like love is a different thing. Like love is a very broad spectrum of things, and loyalty is one thing, right? Like not literally, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. Like love is a broad spectrum of things, and loyalty is like there for me when I want you to be, doing what I want you to do, need you to do, having my back, standing by my side, no matter what. If they came through the door, it was me and you back to back doing the thing. Like that's what loyalty
but
is.
somebody
love
can
is
do that and not love you at all.
That's very true.
Like,
Soldiers are loyal as hell to one another. Motherfuckers in the military and all that, cops and shit, but they don't love each other.
well,
Like that's loyalty and love.
I personally feel like this. I would want loyalty over love. And hear me out. And the only reason I say I would rather have loyalty over love is because somebody can still love you and stab you in your motherfucking back and still get up and be like, I love you. Love, like, how do you love me, but you're doing the most unloyal shit behind my back, like cheating, having me go back and forth with other bitches, or just doing unloyal ass shit. That ain't loving me. Me having to go back and forth with another bitch.
You.
No, me having to go back and forth with another bitch is not loving me. And I can honestly say, like, the person who made me truly understand that was a fucking 21 Savage verse. I promise you, this man literally said, "I'd rather have loyalty than love," because what? Hold on, let me.
I think they go hand in hand. I really do.
Hold on,
they do. And let me
separation
say, let
weird.
JoJo finish. And
Listen,
I got something to say.
The biggest thing that made me really realize that I would rather have loyalty over love. Yes, I love my husband dearly, but you know what made me start loving him? His loyalty. No matter what anybody said to me, no matter what anybody had to say about me, he stood 10 toes on them motherfuckers' neck.
So is that loyalty or devotion?
Listen, and on top of that, he never stepped out and disrespected me. He's never put me in a place where I felt disrespected. He's never did anything.
So is that being loyal or is that respecting you?
Unloyal? No, he's loyal. I would rather have loyal over love any day, because the minute you fuck my loyalty up, the minute you do anything that make me feel like you being unloyal, my love is gone. It is quickly gone. That is the easiest way for me to say fuck you, is to being unloyal. That is the easiest way. So I personally feel like, yes, you can choose love if you want, but love ain't shit but a feeling, and that shit changes.
Okay, so can I say
loyalty
something?
Don't change unless a motherfucker chooses to make it change.
That's the same thing with love, though.
Okay, so listen, can I say something? Wait. Listen. Okay. So listen.
I was playing on the side.
So listen, because me and JoJo had this conversation. She was bringing these points up to me, and so I had to really think about this for a second. I'm with Johnny. Love and loyalty is very entwined. Yeah, but when you got to remember, there's two different types of love. And I said this before, and I think y'all it went over y'all head. You can have love for someone, and you can be in love with them. And I feel like the love that I have love for you is what y'all associate with loyalty, just a tad bit. Okay, so because listen, you was like. You know what I'm saying? A person could be loyal to a person. You could be in love with somebody, but they cross you over. What you say? They can be loyal to you, but fuck you over. So like, You said something. I'm sorry.
They could still love you and stab you.
Okay, that part. That's okay. So listen.
But is that love too? Though?
That's not love.
That's
That's having love for. Okay, because here's the thing. Loyalty. We all can can agree that loyalty is something that varies from person to person, right?
Yeah, it's like I feel like it's a warped view a lot of
right. So, and here's the thing: what you might consider them crossing your back could be simply them protecting themselves.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Hence, why you might think, "Oh, they don't love me." Hence, why you might not think, "Okay, they're not loyal, so therefore they don't love me." Or it can be looked at as they got love for you, and they gonna be loyal to you to a extent, long as it ain't crossing them.
Yeah, their own self-interest or whatever.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like, because I really feel like it's a difference to say, oh, I love this person, or I got love for this person, and still have that loyalty with both of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm gonna say, love is a feeling expressed by action, hence loyalty. Through loyalty, like loyalty is an action. That's the action. It's not. It's we all can agree. Loyalty is an action. Your loyalty is shown through action.
Because you can't speak loyalty.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You can't.
And we know love is a feeling. We know that, but we don't know someone really means it until they show the action, right? And typically, when they show the action, is through loyalty, right? So, I feel like people just need to learn the difference between the love for someone and being like, yeah, because you can be in love with someone, but your loyalty ain't there for them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, do you really love them?
Because
there is no way.
Or you just like them a lot?
There is no way.
So then it's like you're not in love, then you have love for them.
So what's in all of this? Is it lust then?
That sounds more like lust. Like there is no.
Well, lust is just sexual desire. Right?
No, it's not. No,
lust ain't sexual.
It's all infatuation. You just like intrigued with everything about you.
That's not lust. Is like
lust is
sexual desire.
Not only sexual though.
I mean, that's how it's defined. It's sexual desire.
It's not how it's always showed.
But that's infatuation is
both of
them. Yeah, they're interchangeable words, I guess. But like, I don't know, because fucking and being in love with somebody is too different. I could hate you and still fuck you
that's because you're a man. Really? That's because you're a man. Men, that's what men do.
Wait, say that again. Say that again. Run that by me one more time.
I said I ain't gotta like you at all.
Women do it because we pissed.
Or I can hate you and still want to fuck you.
On the G.
Definitely.
We don't do it
that's
for fun.
That's because sex is emotional for women, y'all.
Yeah.
It's not particular.
We never denied that.
It's not for men. So sex is shit. It's a
y'all
thing you do.
Walking past and like, I'm finna tap that.
Have you ever fell in love with somebody just off the pussy though? Like just
no. Okay. Have you ever told anybody you love them while fucking?
Yeah.
Really?
God, despicable.
What?
Did you say yes?
Oh my goodness!
Man on camera hit it on the head.
I hate
it's
you.
Different, y'all.
Woo child.
Have y'all loved the nigga attached to every dick you had?
No, but you say, I love this dick. We very specific. We say, I love this dick.
We don't
say I love you.
Yeah,
I'm inside of you. I gotta tell you I love you.
No, you don't.
Why?
You're toxic as hell.
Amy? Very
toxic as fuck.
Tell you something.
That right there.
That's why I got issues with you.
That right there ain't nothing but mind play. That's manipulation and.
Why are you listening to me that closely? Anyway?
That part.
Because that's what you do.
It's like
it ain't even about.
I'm talking about during the fucking. Why is you listening to me?
Because we are women. That's why you're gonna hear everything you say while you fucking.
I wasn't talking to you.
Hold on, what?
We already established that.
Here's my thing. This is the difference between men and women. Men can have sex with whoever, wherever, however, with no feeling attached. Women, we're emotional creatures, so in order for us to have sex with you in general, we have to have some type of feeling.
Some type of connection.
Some type of connection.
Somewhere.
I am not going to lay down with somebody just for fucking fun.
Yeah.
Well.
That's called hypersexuality,
and
it's possible to do that where a woman can technically do that.
We can do it, but we are very strategic
about doing it, and it's rarely happens.
So
it rarely happens.
What you mean? Sex workers and stuff.
Sex workers?
Yeah, how do y'all explain that?
Money.
They do that for money.
Money.
Yeah.
Money
Is money
Money.
emotional?
Money is the
No,
motive.
money.
Money is the
I
motive.
clearly
That's-
understand.
that's-
But I
it.
feel like you
Transaction.
contradicted
Money, period.
yourself.
That's it.
I'm just gonna let you know that. I
Huh?
just feel like you contradicted yourself because you just said, women are emotional creatures. We
Yeah.
fuck for sex. So, and you said I can sit there and tell a girl being in her, I can tell her I love her. Why
I'm
not?
not talking to her.
But we don't know that in that
Why
moment.
don't you just say, "Girl, I love this pussy.
That
This
part.
pussy good as a bitch."
I love what you're doing with this pussy.
We do
Not
say
the
that.
whole
No, you
line.
don't.
Flat
Y'all
out
lying.
lie.
No,
Y'all
don't
got
lie
to
like
be
that.
y'all
Y'all
lying.
Flat out be hitting our shit from the back and be like, "Damn, girl, I love you."
And that be
I
it.
love
Yeah,
you.
y'all.
I
yeah.
love
Why
you.
is you listening to me in that moment, man?
Because
Just-
in sex, when you want to listen,
No,
Just-
that's not
I got a
true.
lot of times.
That's
Stop
not
listening.
true.
I
That's
I
not
pay
true.
attention
Don't
to
say no
everything.
shit you don't
Y'all
mean. At the
don't
end of the
listen no
day,
other time.
And y'all don't
Hey,
either.
hey, now
Y'all
chill
got
out.
the
Cause
nerve
look
to
at your
fucking
room full
talk.
I
of women.
know. That's
y'all
what I
got the
said.
nerve to fucking talk.
Why wouldn't we listen to you during that time?
I don't know. Why is you listening to me?
If,
during-
especially how we listen now.
No.
Like you said,
fuck
we
that.
emotional creatures. So
I don't know.
in
I
everything
mean,
we do at all times, we
I'm paying
emotional. We
attention
we're
how
all,
you
our
grab me,
mental
all of
thinking
that.
is we gonna
All of
interpret
us-
everything.
all of us a little fucked up, but you is listening a little too close. Like, just
We gonna listen. If you would have said, "Man,
I'm
this
gonna
shit
need you
good
next
know-
time.
This shit
just know
better
that
than
when I said
before.
I love you is in this like in that 3-second window. I said it. I'm not talking about nothing else outside of that. I
Well, we
said
specific.
No.
Yeah,
Don't
So-
tell
so
nobody
don't-
else
I
that.
love
Just
you
don't
right
say
now.
that. Just don't say that.
so
How about
why
that?
fucking-
Thank
but
you.
it's how I feel.
Future references do not say that.
Don't say that.
So if I
Don't
so,
say what you listen.
so I
Don't
gotta
say
suppress
what
my feelings.
yeah, basically.
Not your real
Because listen,
feelings.
my thing
That's
is,
his
tell
feelings.
me, listen.
We are one of the same.
Listen. Tell me what it is,
I'm
so I
done
know
with
what it
that.
ain't. Mean what you say, damn it.
This
Mean
is
what
so
you say.
I do
stupid.
This is
outside.
triggering.
It's
Uh,
very
Very
triggering.
Very triggering. Because I have so listen. Very triggering.
I don't know, man. I feel like some people make sex heavier than it need to be.
Like you
I don't
telling
think it's
bitches
that
you
heavy.
love them and the pussy and don't even mean it.
Mm.
Like that's making shit
But you know what? He ain't
complicated.
the only nigga around here who do that. It's niggas all around the world.
I know,
who do
but
this dumb
right
shit.
now we on him because he on the spot right,
Right,
now.
you,
I mean,
you
I-
are talking for all
I
men
just
right
say I
now.
just say it was
I
the
ain't
right
gonna say
thing
all
to
that,
do.
but
I just say it was the right thing to do. I'm just saying that I've done it. I'm not.
toxic as fuck.
I'm not. I'm. Listen, okay.
I love it.
We
Keep
was,
going.
It was in the
I love
moment
it,
in that 3-second window. I said it. I meant that shit. Only in that 3-second window. You took it and ran with it. I gave you the inch. Y'all tried to take the mile.
No, that's that toxic shit.
She
That's that
feeling
toxic
it.
shit.
What
And it's
child?
very triggering.
What's the next
Change the
thing?
topic. Yeah, because it's triggering over here.
Johnny ain't gonna win today.
That's
Nope.
okay. I ain't come to win. I came to converse.
Okay.
It's one of the questions I asked was, do you believe in love? So on an average with Facebook and Instagram together, 88% said yes. On the average of Facebook and Instagram together, 11% said no.
Hmm.
So do y'all believe in love?
I believe
I
in
do.
love.
I do.
I see it.
At one point I didn't, but I do. I
Okay,
do
well,
now.
let me throw this at y'all. Was there ever a moment where you was just like, fuck love, I don't believe in it,
Yep.
I'll never
I'm in that
Mhm.
phase right now.
Nope.
Period.
Fuck these niggas.
I was in that phase years ago, but definitely been
I
there.
don't think I've ever felt that way.
Ever?
I don't know though. Like
I worry about
Because he
you.
said he never been in
Everything you
love.
said so far, I am so worried about you. Like I do, cause like you ain't never been in love. You
I
be
mean-
telling bitches you love them, but don't mean it. You ain't
I don't do
never
that- I don't do
believed
that
in
no
love.
more,
Like,
y'all.
listen, I am worried about you.
I don't do that no more. Y'all ask if
Ain't
I've ever
nobody
done
else
that. Not if
worried.
I've done it in the last 5 years.
Very triggered over here. Like, ain't
Being
nobody else
honest,
worried.
though.
Like,
Being honest.
I always try to be
I
honest.
mean,
like,
no, but all his
like,
answers.
I'm just
has
saying.
been
I
questionable.
started having sex when I was 17. I know that. Don't do it.
I
That's
know.
late. That's late.
Don't
That's
do
late.
that.
I can't say that because I lost my virginity at 15.
So yeah, exactly.
I'm the whore.
Mine was that
Whore.
Wow.
I said what I said.
So I'm just saying, like, I'm
That's
pretty
what
sure
you feel about
between
right now.
17 and 35, I don't know exactly when. Not recently, I know that.
Mhm.
Probably since I turned, probably at least the last like 7 years, 8 years, I did no shit like that. But I know I have done it. Like, I know I have because that's what you used to do. When I was fucking in
I'm still worried.
17, 18, 19, like, that's what she wanted to hear. So that's what I said. because I thought it was the right thing to do. I've grown up. I've learned more since then. But
That's, I get that. I'm still worried.
that's cool.
TT, we ain't heard
You
from
got
you.
me worried. Like we got a powwow.
I ain't heard from
We
TT
need to
today.
talk.
I have been talking.
Not like you used to be talking.
Because like all this stuff, like where I'm at right now, I'm off. Like I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Like
Fact.
I got my situation where we buy stuff for each other. We kick it, hang out, we fuck, and then that's it. I'm not.
Welcome to
It be-
manhood.
Not manhood. That
But
part.
y'all not worried. But y'all not worried.
That
It was a
part.
joke.
How we get it?
We get it. I'm
Dang,
still
Tanya.
worried. I'm still worried.
I mean, I believe in love, but right now it's a big no for me. Niggas play too much, and I ain't got time.
That
for
part.
They
It.
be playing all in your face.
Are we
I
playing?
have no idea. I doubt it. Not right now.
Well, not right now. In the near future.
She can't answer that.
If some man came
I don't
in
even know.
and swooped you off your feet, understood your standards, and helped you stick.
See,
to
the
your
problem
standards,
is-
like to the T.
That's if that happened.
But the problem is usually when somebody
Put it in the
swoop you off your
atmosphere.
feet, they drop you on your head.
That's not true.
A lot of times it is though.
Who been dropped? Okay, well, I need to meet these women.
I
'cause
mean-
I ain't never been
Okay.
swept off my feet, then dropped off my head.
Me neither. When I was in love, no, that was it. Shoot. I've been dropped on my head by my
I don't-
ex-husband.
Listen, I don't think I've ever.
Hard.
I don't think I've
Hard
ever
as
really
fuck.
experienced
Figure of
love.
speech.
John
The, like-
Cena.
Listen, listen. I'm gonna say this. I don't think I've ever experienced love to a point where I know what it is. I just know that through my life experiences, I know what it ain't, and I know what I don't want.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where I'm at.
I feel like a lot of
So-
this comes down to like people having been having like very selective sets of feelings and very selective things they want to listen to or hear instead of just a lot of people don't know what their own guidelines are. You know what I'm saying? Like you was talking about standards, right? A lot of people don't have any at all, or they just don't know how to really truly apply a definition to what their standards are. I want to be happy. Yeah, I want to be
part.
happy. That's my standard. I want to be happy. Okay, well,
Well,
shit. What's happiness?
What's
to
the
you?
conditions of you being happy?
Right?
Because that's what your
shit.
standards are.
You know, I know when I see it, shit like that. People, or one of my standards is to don't lie to me. Okay, so if I'm not having a good day, I'm supposed to tell you all the reasons why I'm not having a good day, or you want me
Maybe.
to just
Not even
I
that. Just be honest about it. Like, I'm not having a good day. I'm not in the mood. So give me a milk.
That could be a problem for some people.
And see,
Well,
that's
for
what
you.
clear communication. That part, because
She ain't
that's
for
part
you.
of clear communication.
But everybody ain't mature enough for clear communication. Y'all
Then
know
she
that.
ain't
Then
for
don't
you.
go that way.
I mean, I'm not talking about me specifically.
Oh.
I know. I'm just saying. Like,
Like,
at the end of the day, I mean, any good relationship is based off clear communication.
what if we're not in a relationship? What if we just
Any situation, whether it's a relationship, a situationship, a fuck buddy, all that friendship, all that requires good, clear communication. You need to be able to tell your
That's fair.
friends, that person who you fucking, what's your boundaries, what you do and don't like, how are you as a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went through that I even went through that as a friend. I went through that even with my friends. Like, there was times where I suffered with depression. So like there was bouts of times where like this one particular time I was going through a really bad depression moment. And my friends had to tell me, like, we won't know what's up with you until you tell us. We can't be there for you until you reach out. We don't read minds. And I had to really be like, damn, okay.
That applies to every relationship.
That applies to every relationship. So now, and like my friends, my closest friends could tell you, maybe even JoJo could tell you, there was a point in time where I didn't tell nobody nothing. When like I was going through issues or like I was down at like my friends literally had to pull it out of me. Like they really had to like, okay, bitch, we gonna lock you in this room until you tell us what the fuck is going on. What's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? So that's with any situation. You have to be clear and cut with how you want to be treated and how you expect to be treated and how you want things to go. That's why a lot of shit don't work out with people, whether it's a sneaky link, situation, relationship, because no one's being clear and honest with each other. Clear communication. And if they can't communicate with you, then they ain't for you.
That's true. But
Simple as
sometimes
that,
it's
friendship
easier
or
to
not.
lie.
I'm
Sometimes
not
it's easier
accepting
to
the bare
lie.
minimum anymore.
What? If you can lie, then you can tell the truth.
That's true,
That's
but
just what it
sometimes I
is.
know it depends. Like
If you
it's
can
all kind of
openly lie, you can
situations.
openly tell the truth.
It's a
That
lot
don't
of
make no sense
situations
to
where I
me.
know the lie is more convenient right now than the truth, so I'm gonna tell the lie.
No, see,
What?
we gonna fight.
Like
We gonna fight, cause how? It's more convenient.
That's just like saying
So it
I
depends.
love you when you
I'm
fucking
finna-
Johnny.
But this is
And
how
y'all
the world.
not worried.
This is the real world I'm talking about though.
Not
Like there's a lot of
worried.
times where the lie is more convenient, so you just, hey, how you doing? I could be having a horrible day, but I'm not gonna burden you with that shit. You ain't the person to carry it, so I'm gonna be like, I'm good, smile, and keep moving. That's the lie. It's more convenient.
Would you do that with a
Right.
person you trust though?
Sometimes.
Why?
Maybe I know that this straw might be the one that breaks your back. I'm not gonna. It's more convenient to tell the lie than it is to always tell the truth, depending on what's going on. So
Me too. Go ahead first, though. Go ahead.
That's where it comes in, and you ask people. This is something that I started practicing with a former friend of mine, and then everyone else around me, I started practicing it with them. That's where you take the convenience of the lie out and you ask them, are you in the mood for me to vent to you? Do you feel okay with me venting to you? Are
I do
you
that.
able to take my burden right now? What are you going through? Or are you available to talk? I literally ask my friends that I talk to on a regular, I ask them, are you in the mood to listen to me vent? Are you in the mood to listen to me talk?
Yep.
Because to me, that's clear communication. Because if you tell me no, because you may have had a bad day, and if I don't come and ask you and I just dump on you, that's the reason why that straw will break your back. Because I didn't clearly communicate and ask you, are you in the mood to talk? I got something I want to talk about. That's where the straw comes in. So instead of making it a convenient lie and telling everybody you're not in the mood or you're okay or you're good, you know what? Be like, I'm not okay. Are you in the mood to listen to me vent to hear my problem? That way, you not breaking nobody back. You not feeling like a burden, and you're not pouring too much on them.
That's a creating an awkward situation sometimes too. Like, because most people are gonna be like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna be an asshole if I say I don't want to hear that shit right now."
And that's
that's personal. And you also got to look on the other end, like, okay, or you just got, even if you're not in the mood to dump on somebody, but they clearly can tell that something's wrong, just still be like, no, I'm not okay, but I'm not in the mood to talk. When I'm ready, I'll let you know. And then you revert back to that when you are ready.
That's
you
cool,
revert
but
back
most of
to
the
that.
time-
Can I dump on you? Are you okay? Can I do emotional dump on you? Can you handle this burden? Because I know sometimes, even with me myself, I don't necessarily feel like explaining what's my issue, but I know my friends can tell something wrong. So I say, no, I'm not okay, but I'm not in the mood to talk about it right now. We can talk when I'm ready. Like it's convenient to tell a lie is a bullshit excuse. That's a bullshit because it's also convenient enough to tell the truth without having to say too much. I really feel like, listen, don't get me started. I hate lying.
It's triggering the hell out of us today.
He really is.
He doing it on purpose.
Huh?
He doing it on purpose. He over
I'm
there
just-
smiling and shit. Like,
I'm just
Let me
trying to-
see. You problematic. I don't like that. You problematic and triggering. I don't like that.
I just want to make sure that we cover all of a topic and not just the good parts. You know, sometimes
I'm ready to fight.
No, you can't fight. You
Sometimes
know,
we gotta
I'll
get
do it for
nitty-gritty.
you.
Thank you. Because listen, he over here triggering like, you know what?
So y'all ain't never told a convenient lie?
No. Well,
Man, that's
okay, I'm
crazy.
gonna take that back.
Hold on. I'm gonna ask the only other man in the room. You ever told a convenient lie? Okay, thank you.
Y'all
That's because
men,
it's in y'all
of course,
DNA.
of course, y'all men,
It's
of
in y'all
course.
DNA.
Well,
Don't say that.
That don't count, Tom.
Kids
We
don't
talking about
count.
with somebody.
We ain't talking about kids. We talking about adults.
okay, so
talking
my
about adults.
question is, when you do,
I guarantee you, all of the men that y'all have told y'all convenient lie.
I'm pretty sure they have.
Probably
And
have.
I shit, and I
Probably
busted in their
have.
shit
I'm
for
gonna
it.
punch him in the
here's
skin.
my thing.
You ain't gonna never
Listen.
know. You know what? I'm talking too much, brothers. In the
Right,
audience,
because you
I am
showed stitching.
sorry.
No, go ahead, because I already
He
knew
ain't
that
sorry.
shit. I
I'm
knew
sorry,
that shit
y'all.
already.
I'm gonna stop.
But it ain't even that, because
And I'm conveniently bust them in their shit.
Whoever you're with is not going to accept that convenient ass lie.
Nope.
And this is why I say that.
That part.
When you're with somebody for a long period of time, to the point where you know them like the back of your hand, you can smell when something is wrong with them. You can feel their energy, especially if you guys are like soul tied and you know that y'all are supposed to be together. You can smell when something is wrong with them. You can tell when something.
It's like pheromones or something.
When it ain't even a
pheromone
thing.
I tell.
It's
Body
it's
language,
it's
auras,
body
all
language,
that.
their
Okay.
behaviors. If it's ever a moment where my spouse walk in the house and don't speak to me after he got off work, or give me a dry ass high, something is either wrong with you or work done pissed you off to the
And
point
y'all
where
creatures
you gotta
of
take a
habit.
mental break from
That part.
everything.
Y'all creatures of habit. It's real easy
Yes.
to pick up on
Listen.
That's fine.
Look,
But y'all don't realize that.
Listen,
y'all are.
like to keep
women
things
are
interesting.
good at picking up on stuff like that. Listen. I was having sex with a guy. We wasn't together long. We wasn't in a relationship, nothing. But like this one time we had sex, it wasn't right. And shown the whole
wasn't
some
right about
bullshit unraveled shortly after that. All because that one time he didn't fuck me right. I'm just saying.
What wasn't right about it?
Don't conveniently lie to me.
Don't that part. It.
So I'm gonna fuck you wrong. What? That ain't even right. That don't sound right.
No. It was
Oh,
listen.
no,
Just
man.
a whole other messy stuff was going on behind. But it was just the simple fact, like women pick up on that.
But what if we
Y'all-
even them kind of friends too? Like sometimes people read y'all level of friendship, relationship, situation, whatever it is, wrong.
That's why my
Like-
my go-to saying is, "Tell me what it is, so I know what it ain't."
But sometimes y'all don't listen to that.
We don't listen to a lot.
I know.
Oh, okay.
But y'all heard that I loved you when we was fucking though.
No. When I say tell me what it is, so I know what it ain't, meaning you gonna be direct. This is exactly what it is.
Man.
So you shouldn't be doing all this and that. So if I do,
That shit sound good.
cross some feelings or whatever, I can only check myself. I can only get mad at myself.
So
I
no-
have
so
learned
I ain't gonna
that-
bust my windows out, no flatten my tires, no key in my car.
That's gonna
Exactly. If
happen.
you
No,
if
show
you
the-
if
that's
you been
gonna happen.
completely
Wait,
honest
whoa.
with me,
Whoa.
if you been completely honest,
Hold on.
I got triggered.
Hold on.
I got triggers too.
Hold
But
on.
listen, wait.
Did you
wait.
say it's gonna happen anyway?
It's gonna happen
She said it
Allegedly.
It's still gonna happen.
The fact you worried about me, you need to be worried about her.
Like, I'm not worried about TT because she already explained where she at in life.
Crazy.
You no, you are
Y'all
worried
like
about.
crazy.
I'm just messing with you.
Don't-
Y'all low key do like crazy.
Y'all love
I
crazy.
don't
Y'all
like
love it. Y'all get turned the fuck on
Not
with
mine.
that
He
shit.
don't-
Listen,
You lying. I don't know.
Man.
You say that.
Sometimes I
Mine
be bored.
don't-
I
he
might
don't go for it.
entertain
What's
it.
the coochie
But I don't
be
like
good?
it.
I don't know.
No, mine
And
don't go for
sometimes
that
you
shit.
can
He be like,
entertain
I
when
can
you
put up
bored,
with
you
this.
like
That shit
it.
in the bud quick. I can't be
Sometimes
crazy.
just be bored.
No, see, if
Be
you don't
bored with
like
what?
something, if you don't like it, you don't like it. Whether you bored or not, you're not gonna tolerate it.
That's
so
true.
That's true. That's like the grown man to me. No.
Okay,
That's true.
so wait.
So-
Now this is stemming another question for me. Where do y'all draw the line when you're in love then?
Ooh.
Where's the line drawn? Because wait,
Men first,
Stuff.
whatever, Tom.
because some of these answers to these questions,
Read
I
the
do-
answers.
So the answers are when I have to question your loyalty or you disrespect me, cheating and lying.
Okay.
When the disrespect becomes louder than the love.
I'm backing that one. Yep.
Fighting. If
I
you
don't
have
know.
to put your hands on me, just leave me alone. Because it's really people out here dying behind domestic violence.
Ooh.
Now,
That's true.
I'm gonna go back to the disrespect thing because it has been so many times that we have been in love and someone will disrespect us and you'll be like, well, you know what? That ain't the level. That ain't so bad. So I can, go back. When people say disrespect, I be needing them to elaborate.
Yes.
Some people, the level
Yes.
of
Oh my God.
disrespect that they take, I really just be sitting there like, nah, ain't nowhere in hell. He'll be dead on a gold platter, 14K.
But you know what? That's probably why they
Whoa.
said if the disrespect is louder than the love.
Okay.
I
This
think
is-
that's where that level comes, where it hits that certain level. Because I can understand some people because everybody has a different level of disrespect. Everybody
A
takes
definition of disrespect.
right. Everyone has a different definition of disrespect. Because what I might find disrespectful, y'all might brush it off with a grain of salt. Like hence when you was telling us about the lady in the drive-thru. You know what I'm saying? You brush out. No, I would have told her as mind your damn business. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't your place. But so I feel like I kind of lost my train of thought.
So for me, right, this is why I say disrespect, because some people find things disrespectful that are very, very trivial. Like some people don't like to be corrected. How's that disrespectful? Like I feel like usually I guess it depends on how you correct them, but a lot of the times when you correct somebody, generally, in my experience, it's from a place of love. Now I can say, depending on the situation and who corrected you, you could take
It's
it
about
as
tone too. The tone.
yeah. I know it's not what you say, but it's how you
I
say
just
it.
remembered. Okay.
But like,
Write it down.
what disrespect is could be so different, man. I'm a firm believer in if you're wrong, and I don't have to uphold your wrong regardless of who's present in the room. But some people might find that very disrespectful, right? Like if you in the wrong about a situation, a lot of people feel like you gotta back them in public, back their ass
No,
up,
correct
back
me.
up they wrong,
Correct me in
but
private,
then
but have my
correct
back
me
in public.
But that I don't feel like that's a disrespectful thing because
No.
if I'm in the wrong, it should be corrected regardless of where we are or who we're in front of. Because
It
I'm
depends
in the
who
wrong.
Who it is though.
It doesn't matter who it is.
But if you my person, if you my
For me,
person,
it don't matter though.
you're supposed to be. We a united front. If we in
But if
person
you're
in public,
wrong-
it don't matter. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong when we get home or when we get in the car. But in public, we won. Especially, I represent you.
So
you
is
represent
it
me.
disrespectful for you if I was like, Drew, you wrong?
It's not disrespectful, but it's definitely like don't correct me in public though.
I feel like it's a level to how you do stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at.
If we
like,
want to have a healthy debate, that's fine. But don't correct me, especially not. You know what I'm saying? Fuck what you talking about. You wrong. Like you know what I'm saying? But it's like I said, tone. It's about your tone.
That's what I was.
It's a who, what, and where type of thing. Like
See, I don't feel like I feel like if I'm in the wrong, you can correct me in the moment in front of whoever because I think that's the level of maturity I just have. Like if I'm wrong, I don't feel disrespected because I was corrected. A lot of people do.
To get in a relationship.
Oh, listen.
Not if he's not ready.
Listen, but I respect that because it is about a certain level of maturity. Because at the same time, with the whole level of disrespect thing, I think where people getting at is how you do it.
Yeah.
How you disrespect that person. Like with the whole correcting somebody in public thing. Truth be told, I'm not gonna like it that you corrected. I probably will feel my feelings being hurt, especially you in like one of those moments where you feel like you right, but at the end of the day, when you actually have a moment to sit back and calm down and actually reflect on how shit went, you know what I'm saying? You like, oh damn, maybe I was wrong. So when that person corrects you in that moment, it does hurt, but they're not being outright disrespectful or rude about it. Like don't embarrass me trying to correct me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one
person, I wouldn't do that.
Just get it all the way. Don't correct me in public at all.
Like because I hate to be embarrassed. I hate to be embarrassed. I hate to be embarrassed, especially publicly. So like to be put in a situation where I know where someone needs to correct me because I am wrong, it's gonna sting a little bit, but I'm mature enough to admit when I'm wrong. So like if you have to correct me, okay, that's fine, but do it where you're not disrespecting me.
You can do it from a place of love. I think
and that's where you're getting at, and that's okay. I get that whole, we united in public, correct, be by my side in public and correct me in private. I get that, but at the same time, that's like. I feel like it's a negative behavior. Yeah, like it's enabling a negative behavior because to a certain extent, I feel like because you got them people because when you think about it, you got those people who are constantly not necessarily always bickering and arguing, but they always into some mess or starting some mess where
shit just
you doing extra shit, and it's just like, okay, it's one thing to have those rare moments and they rarely wrong, but they a person who constantly make those outbursts like that or those public scenarios a habit. At some point you're gonna have to be like, okay, listen,
I can't take you nowhere.
Exactly. Like we all know at least one person or have seen third view of a situation like that where like that person is constantly in some mess because they either stepping out of place or being obnoxiously loud stating their opinion, and they just wrong. And like, I feel like when it's a situation like that, correcting them in public correcting them in private don't be enough.
Okay, so that's different. But when I'm in a relationship, if we're married in a relationship, it does not matter. You have to be careful who you correct your spouse in front of. That is why I say correct me in private and not publicly, because you have some family members and you have some friends that be like, ooh, he finna give it to her. Oh, ooh, she finna give it to him. You have to be careful of that. I really am the person where correct me in private. Because honestly, I'm not that person where you correct me in private, I'm going to still go do that bullshit in public again. No, you can correct me one time and you can let me know that was humiliating. Don't do that shit in public again. But don't, especially if I know that it's embarrassing, and no one likes public humiliation. No one likes to be embarrassed. But all in all, correct me in private. When you're dealing with someone that can be corrected in private and they can go back in public and keep that correction, that is someone that you need to keep. I refuse to correct my husband in public, because at the end of the day, you never know who praying on your downfall. You never know who's waiting on you to fall. You never know. So all in all, and if I know that my man is wrong, if I know that my friend is wrong, if I know that one of my family members is wrong, you gonna feel that heat from me in public. You gonna feel it. I'm gonna make sure you feel that vibe off me. You're gonna feel it. But I'm not gonna blatantly be like, you disrespectful as hell. If I want to correct you in public, I may pull you off to the side where we're away from everyone. And even then, I may not even do that because people be like looking and all of that stuff. So correct me in private. And if you correct me in private and I get it, I'm going to keep that correction when we back in public. I'm not going to do it again publicly. That is why I feel like it is not enabling anything. It's only enabling when you have an individual that keeps being disrespectful publicly all the time, nonstop. And that's when you have to break the enable and disable their ass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I just don't be giving a fuck what other people think.
Yeah, like, no.
I guess when you say it like that, I guess you just got to really pick and choose those moments, because sometimes, I mean, not even, because you said something about, it being even with family members and friends. Like, that was a little triggering moment for me, because like, I've been in a situation amongst family and friends where someone was wrong, and then a situation was brought up and people were wrong in that situation, and it keeps becoming a relevant topic, and then side conversations are being had to where people admit, oh, that person was wrong, but no one's correcting that person.
I just don't
and
care.
It's just like, and that's where that whole, defend me in public, correct me in private thing kind of triggering me. So I guess it just depends on the situation for me.
Case by case.
Yeah, case by case thing. Because
I mean, overall,
I know about everything, but
overall, it's case by case. I guess it goes back to the communication things.
Yeah.
If y'all can't tell me, just communicate. Don't say that shit out.
I want to disrespect.
Drea, you wrong, Drea. I just want you to know, because
the
way you came at the,
because I know in a fighting situation, oh, you better have my back. We'll talk about what I did wrong later, type stuff. But like, if it's a civil conversation that just brings up a debatable topic,
I got a random question.
I don't know. Like I said, goes case by case.
I got a random question, y'all. It's so random. Is it love, right? And I know it's so random. Sorry. Is it love? So you know how I don't know if you brought up this way. I'm assuming that you are. But when y'all walking down the street with your man, is it a deal breaker when if he don't push your ass to the inside of the sidewalk, is it a deal breaker?
No.
Half the time I'm not even paying attention to
that
shit.
But my husband does it automatically. Like, he will never let me walk out.
Yeah, I think it's just a subconscious.
My dad used to throw my ass. Look at your ass.
Adults did that with me. Like adults,
like I hold doors and don't think about
it's not just adults and kids thing. Like, if you are walking down the street with a man, it don't matter what type of relationship it is. A man, period. If he should, no matter who it is, if that's your friend, brother, cousin,
it's a subconscious thing. Like, I don't even think about it. But I also hold doors. Like even my guy friend, I
You
walk in
hold
to fix
doors?
it. Yeah,
But how come I honked my horn at you and Titi was the one who opened the door for me?
I did wait for her.
because I came downstairs.
But didn't I say hold the door for me?
I didn't hear you.
But you saw me. We locked eyes.
I don't know what you said.
Nigga, you see me and I saw you.
You see me, I see you.
Yeah,
Okay.
It was
Looking
also
two
cold
big
Oh,
outside.
but you a gentleman. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just saying.
But
I
you
didn't
had
say-
on
I
your
never
peacoat.
said I was a gentleman. I just said that I hold
You
doors.
right. So you a
I
nice,
pull out a chair.
you a dog that just dressed up with a.
No, I just
Okay, so what is it?
That's a nice
I don't
collar.
know. I'll just be. I ain't know how long he's gonna.
Cufflinks, collar. Same
I
thing.
ain't know how he's gonna take him. I ain't know how long he's gonna take in the car. It's a lot of factors. I wasn't thinking about it. I was already.
I
kinda
waited on
late.
you, Drea.
Thank you, Titi.
Okay.
What
I
a
got your
nice
back.
gesture.
Girl power.
What?
Always be like, girl, you be having so much shit to grab. I don't know.
Yeah, like you can be in the car for 15 more minutes. Like,
Listen.
No.
Don't
Like,
let
if-
that be your
if I had
scapegoat
seen you
now.
walking up
Don't
the
let
door,
that be your
absolutely.
scapegoat
I
now.
had-
Don't help him.
So when you sat down here, how many minutes did it take for me to
I
get back?
don't know. I wasn't keeping track.
Motherfucker.
I wasn't paying
He
attention.
got more excuses
Raggedy
in a little
dog.
bit. Okay.
I don't know. I really don't. I wasn't thinking about it.
Uh-huh.
But like, I hold the door out. If I see another man walking down the street and his tire quick, I fix his tire.
Not a
straighten
woman
up his
honking her
collar.
horn though.
Now you forcing. Now you lying.
No, I do that.
You do what?
Walk if he see another man walking down the street,
like,
his
hold on,
tie
brother.
crooked or his
I do that.
collar fit. Yeah,
I literally
okay.
do that. I swear to God, all the time.
So you can be like, hey, bro, hey.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, bro,
Literally,
your
like-
shoestrings. Don't trip, my bro. Don't
Yeah.
trip.
Yeah.
You lying. You lying.
You can be cordial with people you don't know, and they
It
know.
ain't about being cordial.
And they-
It's
and
some
they
things
know-
a reach.
I don't think that's a reach though. Like I
I
feel
think
like
you cap. No,
they see them. Like, oh, thank you, I appreciate that.
So I mean, y'all gotta be in close proximity, or you're like y'all down the block.
Oh no, it's like if we walking past each other, so I'm like, hey,
Oh, okay.
I can't stand it.
your collar
That's why
fitting
we
right.
all friends.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
Screws is loose.
I'm
up
tired.
there a little
Yeah,
bit.
a little
You know,
bit.
whatever.
Yes,
Like,
I got like two, and I don't know where they at.
I'm just curious.
if a girl hair, like if her hair out of place, I tell her, hey,
See now you
Okay.
now you overstepping
I don't know.
because you can't tell how you know we didn't do that on purpose. You
I mean, I don't
hey,
know.
exactly.
But-
Zip your mouth.
No, tell me, my lace lifting. Nope.
That's
the
what I'm
wig.
saying. Like,
Tell me.
The
Tell
wigs
me,
now.
because the moment I
Falling
find
off.
out and you see me, and
Yeah.
I know you see me,
That's what I'm
me,
saying, right?
and you didn't tell me, we fight. No,
That's disrespectful.
Tell me
So,
my
Drea-
lace lifted.
Do they even wear tracks anymore? I don't think people wear.
I don't
tracks.
think.
I know they do sew-ins. I see some good sew-ins, but I don't see.
I'm
do
just
they
saying,
do
like,
flip-flops?
if you see something out of order,
I can't stand you, John.
right? It's
I
not.
feel them because I do that. I
It's
do
not.
that
It's not.
to a certain
Now,
extent.
again, I don't ever be like, "Hey, your wig fucked up." I say, because that's disrespectful, right? Because that's not how you say that.
I hate it.
I say,
here.
"Hey, the front of your thing is poking up or whatever,"
The-
you know,
It's
or
pushing back and
or whatever. I don't know what I might
Wait,
say in
here's
the
the
moment,
thing.
but
You come up to somebody and be like, huh.
no, hey, I don't know
I
how to
will
fix
fall
that.
on the floor.
I don't know. Hey, I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh
so I'm
my
not gonna
god!
touch
I
it.
Like,
am over here. in
pull it down,
tears.
baby.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not gonna
am
touch
Your
it.
frontal push back. Okay.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna.
Child.
Say, but again, I'm also doing it in the most private way possible. Like, I'm not gonna be like, "Hey, y'all, her wig messed up. She need to fix that." I'm gonna say, "Hey, excuse me.
So
I
if
noticed,
a woman
I
had
noticed when we were speaking, I walked past your table, or I saw you walk out the bathroom, or I
No.
saw you get up to get your
this
soda.
a woman thing. I'm
or
gonna ask
whatever
you.
the thing
It's
is.
a woman thing, though. But I'm gonna see if you would say something.
Uh,
If we got something on the back of our pants.
Oh,
you
that
gonna-
was what
yeah,
I was
but
thinking.
I ain't gonna touch it. I'm gonna
You
just
ain't
let her
supposed-
know.
You ain't supposed to touch it.
No, but I'm
Ain't
saying,
nobody
like-
supposed to touch it.
But people, I've seen people do it. I'm like, oh,
He touched
oh, you got
it.
some of your ass.
No, that's just a reason for them to
If a
touch
woman-
their ass.
If a woman touched me, I'd be more inclined to be like, oh, thanks, sis, because like she's trying to cover up. You know what I'm saying? But if a man back there like, nigga, hey,
And like, nigga, that's just an excuse for you to touch my ass. Get on.
I tell you, like, I seen this the
Can't
other
run
day.
red
I
lights
seen a
in
lady,
public,
she had, I don't know if they was heels, platform or something, in the little buckle joint
platforms.
on the shoe.
Fuck
The
our
little
platforms.
You don't know what platforms are?
shoes.
For
They were
shoes?
shoes. They was tall shoes.
Like
and
in the
she
70s?
had like the buckle thing was loose on the ankle.
The ankle strap.
Yeah, and I was like, and I was at work when I walked past her chair. And I said, "Hey man, your buckle." So she said, "Oh, thank you so much." Right? I don't know her.
My ass would have been like, why you looking so hard?
Okay. All
My
right, see,
buckle though.
that's
I'm
disrespectful
playing
to
too
you.
much.
I'm about to say, because now, what if people was like, I hope you fall in your head?
Right,
Like,
like,
Playing too much.
I got a question for y'all. Anybody doing something for Valentine's Day?
hell
Yep.
no.
I
Anybody?
don't know.
Okay, JoJo.
Yeah, because she blocked off her whole little schedule for Valentine's Day. But okay, whatever.
For 3 whole days.
Period.
They finna be
Period.
nasty.
I want to be like
Nasty.
y'all.
I want to be like
Ain't
you and that
like
girl.
it.
I'm not doing it. I don't know what I'm doing. Actually.
No, I
I
can't
don't
be
know, I'll
nasty.
find
That's why I'm
something
in
to spend
predicament
money on.
right now.
I got another question for y'all. Who coming to my birthday party?
Girl, me.
When is it?
I'm coming.
You just
No,
got
no.
this question, Johnny.
Lit.
Is there non-alcoholic drinks
Will
available?
be there.
I'm
Oh,
gonna drink
he
some
confirmed.
I got my designated drive.
They might be my
Yeah, it's a
designated
regular,
driver.
lounge.
Oh, okay. As long as they're non-alcoholic
Yeah,
drinks,
I
come.
turned 30 tomorrow.
Woo.
Happy birthday, Drew.
Ain't about
birthday.
time.
Just because you old don't mean
Oh
nothing.
man, Johnny,
Person on the show.
Right.
Johnny,
That's
you
why-
walking
that's
on
why I'm
thin
the
He
voice-
said, "Oh my."
That's why I'm the
That
voice of
there
wisdom.
told.
Johnny is
That's
walking on thin ice.
That's why I'm the voice of wisdom.
He triggering over
Are
here.
you?
Sometimes.
Oh, please don't.
You know, 2 out of 10. Ain't bad.
Jojo, anything else on the agenda? I think we're wrapping up soon.
No, there wasn't anything else on the agenda. The last thing was.
I was like, yeah, we passed the hour.
Oh, hey, now, all right.
I
The
stopped
last
recording.
question was: do you believe love is an action, a feeling, or both?
Both.
Both.
All of them.
Yeah.
I got a question that wasn't posed.
Mm-hmm.
Since this is the Ghetto Love Go
Mm-hmm.
podcast, how do you know if your love is ghetto or not?
Ooh.
Hey, was you the one who put that in the? Yeah, it was.
It was anonymous.
But I'm also not stupid. I'm also not stupid because you just asked the same question again. You could have. It didn't have to be anonymous. Only if you want to be out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But,
I might have to
I
ask a
think
weird
it's-
question.
To see how it's ghetto. How do you know if it's ghetto?
The red flag.
It's the red flag.
It ain't nothing but a red
So-
flag.
Can I ask y'all a question? So was I in ghetto love when I told her pussy I loved her, but she thought I was talking to her?
Yes.
I think
That
I
was-
was.
We listen. You a whole walking red flag. Right? Why?
You
You
not
a
even
whole
triggered no
red
more.
flag.
I
You a
wasn't
whole
talking
walking
to
red
you.
flag.
I'm committed to it.
So what you gonna stop stroking and tell
I
her,
was
hey,
talking to her.
not you. You gonna tell her?
Maybe. I mean, I didn't think I had to.
I think
but-
you should.
but
from
with
now
your
on.
knowledge of
'Cause
knowing that she's a woman,
I
she
have been
thinks
having sex
emotionally.
and I've been having sex and a woman that done told me she loved me, and I know she wasn't talking to me.
You don't know
That's
that.
not true.
You don't know
I
that.
do know that.
You
Is that like
don't
your
know
kink
that.
or something?
You don't even know me.
I
you
I
gonna
think
say
that's
I
his
know you?
kink.
It's not.
I think that's
I
his
don't do it
kink.
no more. I don't do it no more.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Because he know he been doing it
He's
wrong.
celibate,
He been
guys.
doing it
When
wrong.
he said I don't do it no more, I was thinking about that.
I don't do it
Listen,
no more because I know better now. I didn't know better then. Y'all.
you
I
still
grew
don't know better.
I grew up.
You still don't know better. I'm worried about you.
I'm just here to have fun.
Not here for a good time. Just
I can't sit
not here
here.
for a long time. Just a
Actually,
good
you know
time.
what? You got to move your seat because this is a great seat for me.
He
I
good
got
time, not a long time.
I'm here for a good and a long time.
No, you can't
you
be
can-
not
you like
doing the
your
stuff
seat?
you doing. Listen,
You know, like who?
Your seat.
everything about you.
I do
ghetto.
like my seat. The lighting is.
This is my seat.
I can see
To answer your
everybody.
question, everything you've done
All right,
and said
y'all.
so far has been ghetto as hell.
Ghetto
I know,
love
y'all.
goes.
I
How do
haven't-
y'all? How do you know it's ghetto? How do you know it's ghetto, TT?
I agree with JoJo. The red flags. The ghettoest I ever had. I had to fight the other chick. Like, why am I fighting you? Like,
No, that's not. You want to hear the ghetto?
Wait,
shit?
Yoshi. Wait, Yoshi.
Okay, my bad. Go
but
ahead.
it was with my kids though. You know, a little situation with my kids.
Oh.
And you gotta defend the kids. So
Yeah.
you know, you
Oh,
just
that
gotta beat
don't
somebody up on
count.
good time.
That don't count.
But he put me in that situation. Y'all was talking about line of disrespect. When I have to keep telling you something over and over and over, in my head, I'm detaching from you because I should not have to keep repeating myself over and over and over about things that I don't like. That's triggering me. I'm communicating with you,
Raise your hand.
and he did raise his.
Hey, I would have been doing the same thing too.
Write it
Right.
down. Remember the meeting we had?
That's just for me. Like
I was
that makes me not want to mess with anybody anymore. If I have to keep
Mhm.
explaining stuff to you,
What if you didn't explain it in a way that he could comprehend it, though?
No, ain't no
it's
way in
easy.
hell.
Don't lie to me. Be honest. Why are you cheating? Why are you talking to other girls? It was a whole bunch of stuff I put up with this person because I wanted to keep our family together.
That ghetto love, baby.
Okay.
Listen,
And when I started fighting, that's why I was like, no, this ain't it.
I think the ghettoest it has ever been for me to expose myself, which is a little
Allegedly
bit.
fighting.
Allegedly. Keep saying allegedly, but we know. Ghettoest it's ever gotten for me is, having a threesome twice. And she's still mad at me. And we get to the point where, like, a year and a half later, she's still mad. Sliced my tires, and I had to fight her. Like,
Wait, why she get mad?
Ghetto, like in the fact, like okay, so we had the threesome the one time, and we had to listen. We had the threesome the one time, and she was feeling some type of way about the connection between me and the guy. But you came back the next day. How you gonna come back twice? How you gonna get mad because he convinced you to eat my pussy? Like,
Excuse me.
I'm just saying, how you gonna get mad because he convinced you?
Because she wasn't gay.
No, but let her tell it. It was her idea.
Was she gay?
Let her tell it. It was her idea. Let her tell it. It was her
That's
idea.
the illusion that she told herself. She did it to keep that man.
Ghetto as fuck, and then had the nerve to still hold that animosity like a year and a half later and gonna slash my tires.
Girl, we would have been fighting.
We did fight.
And her tires.
I whooped her ass.
Oh, you did good. Good for you.
Listen,
I'm not promoting violence. I'm sorry.
Listen,
Allegedly.
that ain't.
Hold on,
that
wait,
ain't
hold on,
the
wait,
ghettoest
wait,
part
wait,
about
what?
it though. That nigga my baby daddy though.
What?
Yeah, bingo.
Damn, daddy.
That was
Like, and she did it twice. Like, she came, like, the first time, you know, he was like, yeah, she feels some
felt
type of
salty.
way about it. But she came back for a second night. So it was like, you could have been too mad.
Maybe you just your pH was good that day. You tasted like
pH.
pineapple.
Your PA.
We're gonna wrap this.
Wait.
I'm done. What up, Tom? What up? Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, child, your pH was good that day. It was good both days, huh?
Maybe.
If she wanted more, she could have just said that. Hit me up, girl, looking ass. No, I'm just playing.
Well, I'm glad I ain't never had a love that ghetto, right?
Girl, that ain't even ghettoest part. That ain't even the cherry on top of it.
I wouldn't even call mine ghetto love.
Yeah, but can
This
we
is
say
ghetto.
this more?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Okay.
Time to go.
All right, y'all. So that was ghetto.
Ghetto
I would
as
have loved to
hell.
been a mosquito
Anything
that
like
day.
that, that's ghetto.
Look
Anything
it.
like that, that's ghetto, y'all.
All right, so that was Ghetto Love Goes. So, you know what I'm saying? Tune in every Wednesday, 7 p.m. We're going to have a new episode. And we also going to stream live. Follow us at Ghetto Love Goes. I'm Drea.
I'm Joe.
TT.
Yoshi.
Johnny.
Follow us. Bye.
Ow.